Yo, 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 what's good everyone? So I feel like I should have done this previous calls, but it's never too late, right? So on the video that you guys are about to dive into, it is a part of this playlist, the live analysis playlist, okay? I'm an educator for Abundant Capital. Okay, my business is Inner Wealth and we're partnered up with Abundant Capital to host live streams, right? So here at Abundant Capital, I'm an educator for Abundant Capital, right? So here at Abundant Capital, we work on and focus on building the largest group of self-sufficient traders, okay? The link is down below if you want to be a part of our private mentorship. But we focus on building group of the largest group of self-sufficient traders. And with that said, okay, the way that we provide entries, exits, zones of interest, points of interest, and balances is during our live analysis is set up in a way where it leaves it to the student or to the mentee, which is you, right? It leaves it up to you whether you want to participate or not. Right? We don't like to tell you guys when to enter. We don't tell you guys when to exit. We just share our perspective and allow you, the mentee or the student, to apply the concepts to your utmost awareness. Right? Building the largest group of self-sufficient traders. So as we break down these charts, I want you guys to get used to seeing the way that we provide entries, exits. Okay, we won't verbally tell you when to press the button. That's the thing. And I want you guys to pay attention to that. Pay attention to the area. Be very cautious of the areas we call out, the exits, the way that we break down the US dollar index. Okay, the US dollar index being one of the most influential assets in the entire foreign exchange market. So with that, guys, I'm not going to take too much more of your time. I'll see you guys in the recording. And yeah. On a daily perspective, on a weekly perspective, I'm just looking for that same lows. On a daily perspective, I wanted to see if we got back. Okay, I wanted to see if we essentially got back into this imbalance here. Okay, you guys see this insufficiency here? Okay, I want to see if we essentially get back in there. So, going back now, how we opened yesterday. 1 second. I want to see if there was a gap in price. It looks like there wasn't much of a gap in price. We are below the opening price of the week. Okay. I want to see, like I mentioned, I want to see some downside movement after we take out this high. So now, let's see, on the daily perspective, looks like we're coming down for the lows. Okay, I want to see what happens inside this imbalance here. Okay, if we get some accumulation inside this imbalance, you know, overall that target is that imbalance up there on the daily perspective, but we can first target these highs right here. Okay, so if we do get an accumulation in this area, I will be targeting the upside targets that I've marked here below. If not, we're just going to continue distributing and taking out this previous daily low instead. So it's really going to be dependent on how we end up playing out here in this area. But for now, it does look very bearish. Like we're just going to continue pushing towards the downside. So I'm very curious to see what ends up happening more towards the open of the New York Stock Exchange open. Yeah. So the New York Stock Exchange open is about 19 minutes away. So I'll be keeping an eye on that to see how we end up printing. Notice how this current candle right now doesn't have a wick to the upside. So it makes me believe that we're gonna take out this low right here. Okay, that we're gonna take out this low right here, and if we do see some accumulation, it's definitely gonna be below some liquidity, right? Because there's no liquidity over here, so we could even come as low as this candle right here. So we'll see what ends up happening. We already took out that low there, so we'll see if we get some accumulation below that low. That's what I would ideally like to see, some accumulation below that low. If we don't get that, then we're just going to continue pushing to the downside.
All right, we did sweep this high here. This is just beautiful, like right at 8:55 Eastern. And then it came back and did it again right before the open. 9:15. Clean. And then boom, right, target that high. In and out. Super clean. Look, and we are above these highs. This is a previous area distribution. Yeah, possibility we do see some distribution in this area. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to discount that possibility. But as of now, I'm just being patient, you know? Just being patient.
How would you feel about if price action distributes where NAS currently is?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I was saying. If it does distribute above this high on this imbalance, it could trade below these lows. But really, I would say the ideal target, first target, probably be around here. But I mean, it'll probably trade through that. If it does end up distributing, because like this range, it can really play around in this range. You know, it could really be able to create a high and come below these lows, and then do that. So, first target, yeah, would have to be around here in this previous area of accumulation. Because this range, that if it closes above this low, so yeah, this imbalance and this push down, and if it trades below this low, I mean, so I definitely am anticipating potential distribution here because the dollar is in an area where we could accumulate from. And then Dow, again, we're looking above these highs, which just got swept. So if you are in the shorts, it is giving it, right? So, yeah, this could lead to a new low, and then see what happens below these lows here. Drop some 8s if you are in the shorts on Dow. Swept the high beautifully. And it's giving that nice reaction, so it's playing out pretty clean. NAS also giving a nice reaction from that high. This imbalance. Yeah, for me, Dow is what I'm really in. But NAS also, you see, believes this imbalance could definitely come back into it after this candle close and redistribute and do it again. And then Dow, I mean, we'll see if it does continue. I'm rocking that. This imbalance here, again, same thing. If it comes back into this imbalance with this previous area of distribution, it can do it again. Again, ideally, right? We're aware that what this isn't a bearish counter trend, right? Below 50% is below this low, so it can be still in that bearish counter trend. So again, right when we swept that liquidity, look for distribution above it, and there it was, high, low, high, structure came back, redistributed. So of course, yes, you can see this 5-minute is still bullish. So ideally, if you played that distribution, yes, this previous area of accumulation would be an ideal first target. So, you know, if you're break even, that'd more than likely be ideal, right? But yeah, it's moving. So yeah, again, targeting these lows, and then we'll see what's good. So yeah, it's lit. Happy Tuesday, guys. Beautiful. We did tap into that imbalance on NAS. So if you are in the shorts, you know, we'll see if it does continue. We'll see, you know. We shall see. But Dow is doing that thing. So yeah, if you're in Dow, takes out this low. I mean, that's the target for me. Really final target. Below this low. So we're chilling after that. I'm curious to see what happens. I'm not in NAS personally. I only play Dow, so I'm looking to see if it does react out of this imbalance and continue. But of course, I'm being fully aware that this 15-minute here is still bullish, right? But if you did play the distribution above the high and this imbalance, it's giving a nice reaction. So see how that continues to go. Ideally, again, to tap into that imbalance, give a nice little redistribution here. So I do see it continuing to the downside personally. Definitely can continue to do that. So yeah, drop some 8s here in those shorts. It's beautiful, right? It distributed, created that imbalance, came back, and then it gave you that imbalance play here. And then it gave you the redistribution right there. So we'll see if it does continue, but again, it looks pretty clean. So.
The shorts were super clean, bro. Thank you for sharing that. I'm definitely in the shorts myself. For me, the Asian low seems like a really good target. Yeah, I'm in from the sweep of liquidity, and I'm aiming mainly going to be 80% out at that Asian low.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, Dow just smacked that target. So yeah. Happy Tuesday, guys.
Happy Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, this good day. Good day.
Bro, it feels like a Monday.
We should create our own calendar. That's what we should do.
Let's do it.
What do you guys want to name today? What's known usually as Tuesday? Drop some names in the chat, guys. Come on.
Payday.
Payday. I like that.
Call every day payday.
Payday 1, payday 2, payday 3. How many days of the week do you want to be? 8? Okay.
8 paydays.
8 paydays. We got it. But yeah, so guys, all about liquidity, right? Identifying those targets and your current range and imbalances and points of interest. It's very clean, very beautiful, right? So super very cool. So clean. Guys, go in the chat. Drop. All you gotta do is show up. All you gotta do. All right, so that's it.
Yeah,
I'm out. Yeah.
just do partials myself, but that was clean.
Yeah.
I'm mainly out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, below these lows. Right, current range is high, low. So this is that liquidity within this range. So you definitely want to pay yourself whenever that low gets swept. So because it can continue. Yeah, guys. Shout out to you again for showing up.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Happy to be here with you guys. Let's dive right into the DXY. Here. One side. Let me take that off. Okay. So, on a monthly perspective, we were looking at this previous area of accumulation. My eyes now go down here since we haven't had any signs of accumulation, really just straight dumps since last week. So because we've lacked that evidence of accumulation, I'm looking now inside this insufficiency because we can still wick down here and respect bullishness and accumulate out of that imbalance. So the imbalance is an area that I'm going to keep my eyes on, given that even though we came into this previous area of accumulation, there wasn't much slowing down the bearishness, right? So really this is based off just no buyers really coming into the market and just maintaining this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high movement, and just continuing to the downside so far. Yesterday when we were here together, we were talking about the possibilities of coming back into this imbalance. So we did actually achieve that from our 4-hour imbalance last night. Yesterday, our 4-hour imbalance, previous area of accumulation that swept the previous daily low. That area accumulated here on the 1 hour below the low that we were mentioning, right? We ended up accumulating below that low and heading towards that daily insufficiency. Now, we did make it to that daily insufficiency. I am looking for more lows. Those lows did get taken out. It may be a no trading day for me, and I don't know yet. Definitely want to see what the markets have to offer. My targets are still shorts. So for me, if we were to get some accumulation below this low, I would be this is something that I'd be targeting, is this imbalance about 50%. Okay. Or this previous area of distribution right here. So I marked out this distribution just because it was so clean the way that we came into that daily imbalance and then just distributed to the downside. So I'm really just anticipating more shorts. Now, if we just short from here, it would just make sense, right? If we just continue to the downside, given that we're so close to that monthly objective. But since we are below this previous low, if we were to get some intraday accumulation, I would be targeting this high first in this previous area of distribution, to then come into this one right here. With essentially, I'm expecting this high to hold, right? That's my objective. Until we get to that monthly level, I'm anticipating this high right here that was made during Asian session to hold. So yeah, price action's been playing out pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, I'm in from that Dow imbalance, that was mentioned. The only thing I don't like is the 5 minute, or was it the 15 minute still bullish? 15 and 5 minute are still bullish in my eyes, so we can definitely continue going higher from here.
That stays like this, so there's really no clear direction for me. It's like we swept this liquidity, came back into this imbalance, redistributed, and then on the bottom end we accumulated below these lows, reaccumulated, and now we're here. And it's like we're just in between all of it, you know. Yeah, we did just reaccumulate. S&P out of that imbalance. Or, you know, it could just be to redistribute out of this imbalance. Who knows? But if we do come into here, I'm curious to see. High, low, high, goes below, came back to this liquidity, redistributed.
I did get an alert on EU from the area that you were mentioning, Bash.
The area. Oh, I did get that alert as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we swept that low.
I see.
Yeah. So definitely looking for accumulation on EU.
Our new hourly candle. We did just come into that imbalance here on NAS. We could reaccumulate out of this imbalance here. But Dow just came into that imbalance as well, so I'm curious to see if we continue from here also. But I'm personally not in it. Like, I think I'm just gonna sit out. Like, even though I could see it trading higher, like, just, I don't want to say I don't like price action, but it's just not too attractive to me right now. I want to see accumulation below the lows, distribution above the highs. But if you are in Dow, it is moving from that imbalance. So I do think it can continue, especially if you see it close above this high. Then that would give it more confluence that it'll trade to the upside if you get a closure above this high. But if you just played it off of this imbalance, again, it can just blast off. So there it goes.
I'm in the Dow longs.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in. If it closes above and comes back. But definitely doesn't have to. It could just blast off.
As well as for EU, we left a 1 minute imbalance behind. I really like that area for EU. Yeah, that area that you mentioned.
There goes Dow. Drop some eights if you play Dow out of that imbalance.
Yes, sir. Let's go. I'm set my take profit. Is anybody looking at NAS? Just curious to see what you guys see.
Distributing out of this imbalance. Looking to see what happens here.
Within that 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah, this imbalance right here.
Patience, 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 for sure. Guys, drop some eights in the chat if you're in the longs, whether you're on EU longs, whether you're in Dow longs. Let's play now. Right? Just make sure you manage your trade accordingly. I'm personally going to be fully out at that immediate high on Dow that took out those equal highs to the left. So
Yeah, give me 1 second, bro. I'll be right back. You can take the screen if you want. I'll just be right back. But yeah, drop some A's if you're in Dow longs. I'm rocking.
Yeah, I'm personally out for the day, but I like those longs you're taking. Like DXY has some equal lows below. So
yeah, so this is the way that I'm taking it. So you guys see this imbalance. The 15-minute failed to break. The 5-minute failed to break, right? Previous area of accumulation here. Okay, and then we get this 1 minute insufficiency. I was looking initially for shorts out of this area, right? But you readjust. So I went short here. I closed out as soon as I noticed that we were accumulating and readjusted my entry. Entry was at that opening of the imbalance, stop loss at the low of that opening, the low of the imbalance, and I'm just aiming for that first immediate high there, right? So that's kind of how I'm playing it.
Beautiful, brother.
Looks clean.
Yeah, drop some eights, guys. I honestly, I feel like one of my
Super clean.
one of my favorite things is when you just wait for something to present itself and then it presents itself. You know, it's like even if you miss a couple plays, you just keep that patience and that discipline, and things will just present themselves to you.
So
know?
powerful.
Like,
I actually love what you did yesterday when you asked everybody to drop some eights if you've been patiently waiting, and I think that was so powerful, bro.
yeah, if they
No
haven't
one-
taken the trade.
Yeah, if they were just sitting on your hands, and I think that's so powerful. So, drop some eights if you've been sitting on your hands, if you've been patiently waiting for your edge to present itself. Shout out to you guys who are patiently waiting, and I think patience is a virtue for sure. So, shout out to you guys.
Patience is rewarded.
It ain't easy, but it's worth it.
It ain't easy, but it's so worth it. Yep. Capital preservation is number 1. Capital building is second.
Yeah, my R&R isn't a 1 to 6 or anything, but I could share really quick.
Yeah, share your screen, brother.
Yeah, this is how I play it. It's like,
Oh, that's so nasty.
once it came into
I heard you pop. I heard your pop. I was like, I know that he's looking at it.
yeah, once it came into here, I had to. So, yeah, TP at the high and go on and enjoy the rest of my life. You know?
As soon as this TP hit, I'm ending the stream.
We'll go play some golf.
A couple rounds.
Yeah, it's not raining all crazy right now, so it was a beautiful day yesterday. But yeah, it's been raining a lot. Yeah, super grateful. Guys, go on the chat, go on the trading floor. This is the trading floor, that's just the chat for the trading floor. Anyways, all you gotta do is show up. That's it. All you gotta do is show up. That's it. All you gotta do is show up. And if you may not be able to stomach if it retraces to here, pay yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm holding to the high.